guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we'll be talking about how I astral-projected to hell.
I break you down and I roll like a tire. Yo bitch on my dick cause she like my attire. I hit her so quick then I dip cause I'm tired. I don't give a shit by the bitch, I'm inspired.
I don't know why I do the things I do, but I do them anyways. So, hey guys, welcome back to my shitty ass channel. Today, so I decided that I have way too many stories to just let them go to waste. So I'm just going to be recording more story times for you guys, more for myself, because let's be honest, who actually watches my videos? Exactly. So I already have this video uploaded, I just have it disabled, just because when I uploaded it, I was a lot younger. I want to say like this was probably like three years back. I didn't like the way I explained things. I didn't like the video like overall, so I just disabled it. And I was getting a lot of religious comments telling me that I need to see Jesus. It all started, it was a regular night. I was just trying to go to sleep. It was around like 2:30 a.m. I was in my bed and I was laying down, and I would close my eyes and I would hear like rattling, like that, but like when someone gets arrested and they're in like one of those like jailhouses or whatever, and they're getting the cup, like the old movies, and they're getting the cup and they're going ding 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 ding, like on the fucking rails of the bars of the cage, the human cage. It sounded like that, but at the time I thought it was my niece and nephew. Like I was like, damn, like, because that was the only thing that would make sense. I'd be making noise, and I'm like, damn, like they came over like this late. I'm like, fuck, right? So I opened my eyes and the noise would disappear, and I was just confused. So I would close my eyes again and I would hear it again, and then it was more, then it turned into like static, like white noise in a way. And that's when I fell into sleep paralysis, and I couldn't, like, I'm sure a lot of you have experienced sleep paralysis, and it's not anything fun. It's probably the scariest thing that I have ever gone through, just because you have no control like over your body or anything. All you can control is the fact that you're breathing, and like you can barely feel you breathing. So I was in bed and I couldn't move, and I was trying really hard to scream, because mind you, this is the first time that I ever had like sleep paralysis. This is not something that like I would experience every night before this. So I was just trying to make some noise. I'm trying to get up, fall off the bed, some shit to fucking wake me up. And then I felt, this is probably one of the hardest things to explain, just because like this is my body laying down on my bed, and this is like my soul, I guess. And these are my legs, and like this is the top of my head. So it felt like it was like Velcro, like from my feet all the way up. The only thing, that's what I felt. I couldn't see anything. I had my eyes closed, but that's what it felt. I felt like something was like ripping out of me. And so when I woke up, well, I didn't wake up. When I opened my eyes, I was in, it was like if I was placed like mid video game, and I was essentially running. So it was like this hallway, it was like this slit hallway, and then you would turn left. So I ran through, turned left, and there was this guy in like, I don't know if you guys ever seen like the Men in Black, not the movies, but like the conspiracy about the whole government thing, and then if you know too much, they'll send guys after you or whatever, and it's like these two generic guys that don't really have any distinctive facial features for you to like profile them or anything. They're kind of just like no hair, very pale, very like beady eyes, and he had like a black like cloak on, and he asked me, he's like, are you sure you want to enter? And I was like, yeah. So I went in, and it was just like, I get nervous talking about it, because like I don't want to dream about it again. I don't even think I dreamt about it. I literally think I astral projected to fucking hell. I passed through, and it's like so I'm gonna try to describe to you what it looked like. So it's like the Indiana Jones movies where it's like a hill on this side, a hill on this side, and then like the rope bridge ladder, the roped laddered bridge, I want to say, is a better form of saying that. Anyways, there was a whole bunch of motherfucking blood under me with a whole bunch of motherfucking bodies, and I didn't know what the fuck to do, so I ran through that motherfucking shit, and I was like, what the fuck is going on in here? Mind you, it's hot as fuck. I didn't know, like, at the time, I couldn't think, like, when I was there, I wasn't like, oh, is this hell? Like, that thinking process, like, thinking was not a thing. It was just go. Like, go, right? So, I cross over. There's a second guy with the same question, and I said yes. So I went through, and this time it was basically the same visuals. It's just a lot more. So it was a lot hotter, a lot more bodies. Like, it was indistinguishable. I couldn't be like, oh, my grandpa, like, floating right under me. No. It was just like a whole bunch of bodies with no faces, I want to say, because I can't remember till this day, like, what the bodies look like. So they were just floating, and the blood river just got higher, and then I go to the last guy, and the last guy is like, are you sure you want to pass? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, listen, like, I don't think you understand what you're saying yes to. Once you pass, you can't come back. And I don't remember me saying anything, but I'm sure I said yes. So as he was lifting up the curtain, or whatever it was, like, it wasn't like a curtain, but it was like this, like, black, like, everything behind him, and he was just picking it up, like, opening a hole in, like, time. I don't fucking know. Dimension, maybe? So as he was opening that, slowly, I started to drift towards it, like a magnet. Like, my legs started just shuffling towards it. And, or before he got to, like, right around here, I instantly woke up. And when I woke up screaming and crying, because when my initial thought when I woke up was that I was there. Fuck. I'm in hell. And I'm in my room. I'm, like, getting the fucking chills. Like, I kid you fucking not. And I'm like, I didn't know what to do. I went to my parents' room, and I was just like, I was so confused, and I was screaming, and I was trying to explain what happened. But then, like, I stopped midway because I was like, but wait, these aren't my real parents. Where am I? And I was just like, listen, like, this might sound like a really weird questions, but what time is it? What year is it? Where am I? Am I dead? Like, it was a lot. It was so much to process that, like, I couldn't go back into my room. I kid you not, like, I could not go back into my fucking room. Like, my mom had to go into my room, like, get my blanket, like, get my pillow, because I was sleeping on the motherfucking couch for the next 2 days. Like, I could not go in my fucking room. That shit freaked me the fuck out. And, like, till this day, like, I don't even know, was that, like, a dream? Like, I know for sure I had sleep paralysis and I astral projected. Like, I know that for a fucking fact. I know that for a fucking fact. And, like, where did I go? Like, I'm assuming that's hell because that's the only thing that I could, like, you know, that's the only thing that makes sense in my head. Like, where else am I gonna go that's dead bodies, blood, and it's fucking hot? Not Florida. Maybe, depending on what part you're going. I don't know if going through all of that, like, made my sixth sense a little more sensitive. But ever since that day, like, I've experienced so many paranormal things, like, to the point where at one point it was becoming part of my everyday and I wasn't even, like, tripping out about it. I was just like, oh, something fell in my room when nobody was there. No biggie, I'll just put it back. Bitch, that's a fucking demon trying to fucking kill you. Thought you were a fucking picture, but you weren't, you know? And it just, I think that just opened a whole bunch of other things. And now, like, bro, like, I kid you not, like, I'm so fucking paranoid. Like, all the time. Like, everywhere I go, I am paranoid. Whether I'm with somebody or, like, alone. Like, I can't have somebody walk behind me because I think somebody's gonna come up to me and fucking slice my fucking throat. Literally slice my throat. So, it's just a lot to process all the time. It's been like 3 years now. I haven't, like, traveled back. Thank God. After that, I did, it took me a while to, like, peacefully fall asleep. Because I was like, fuck, I'm going to go into sleep paralysis. And then I'm going to go back. But yeah, that's the time that I went to hell. Probably one of the scariest things and traumatizing things I've ever been through. And I've been through a lot that I will soon start to share on my channel. After that experience, not that I became more religious, even though I did join a religion about, like, 2 years after that, I did join a religion. I would just say that it kind of opened my eyes in a sense of, like, damn, like, maybe that was, like, a sign. I don't know, like, maybe that was a sign, like, somebody telling me, like, bitch, you need to get your fucking shit together before you really fucking go to hell. You feel me? Like, I'm gonna give you a fucking taste to scare your ass and then get your shit together. So, I haven't gotten my shit together yet. I mean, I'm nice. But, every day I'm trying, little by little. I do have my obstacles that I deal with every day that I'm trying to overcome. But, yeah, I just really hope I don't go back. It is the scariest thing I've ever been through. And I got mugged at gunpoint. So, and that's another story. So yeah, I'm just gonna be sharing a lot more stories with you guys. I like telling stories. I'm gonna try to be more consistent, and I'm trying. I
be going through it, and I don't have any motivation.
I've been trying to film this exact video for 2 weeks now. So, that tells you a lot. Thank you so much for watching my video, and maybe tune in next week for another one. Maybe a month from now. I don't know, okay? Becky, stop asking me questions. Alright, bye.